Hello students, as in the last lecture we started with the exercise number 1.2 which was based on the deciles and the percentile, and we saw how to frame the formula for deciles and percentile. And your first exercise, it is based on the quartiles. Okay, and same in the last video also we divided the second exercise in three types, yes or no, and we completed the type number 1 as well as the type number 2. So today we're gonna see the type number 3 based on the grouped class. Okay, as your first exercise also we divided into three types, but your first exercise all and soul exercise, it is based on the quartiles, and the second exercise, it is based on the deciles and percentile. I hope you all understood how to frame the formula for deciles as well as for percentile, and what is the difference between quartiles, deciles and percentile. Just remember one thing: quartiles means divide by 4, deciles means dividing the things into 10 equal parts, and for percentile, dividing the things into 100 equal parts. Okay, quartiles we have only three quartiles: q1. Okay, so quartiles we have three quartiles: q1, q2, q3. And deciles, as I told in the last lecture also, deciles start from d1 to d9, between the range d1 to d9 only. Okay, uh, we never use d10 formula, as each and everything I had as explained about the deciles and percentiles in the last video lecture. So now here we're gonna do the type number 3, where here we have the class which is in group, and clearly we can see the class, it is in continuous. First we'll see how to frame the formula, okay, for type number 3. As for the quartiles, we know that what was the formula for q1? It was L plus n upon 4 minus cf into h upon f. Yes or no? For q2, we used to write the formula L plus 2n upon 4 minus cf into h upon f. Q3, we can write as what? L plus 3n upon 4 minus cf into h upon f. Yes or no? Now here, if you want to find deciles, okay, suppose if you want to find d3, so what you will do? L plus, okay, this part will be same, the change will be what? This section. So here d3 L plus, here you will write 3n for deciles. Deciles means what? Divide by t, divide by 10. For quartiles, what we do? Divide by 4. For deciles, divide by 10, and for percentile, divide by 100. Remember this. Okay, so d3 will be equals to what? L plus 3n upon 10. Don't forget to write 10 here. Okay, and don't write 4 also. Deciles means what? 10. Quartiles means what? 4. So minus cf into h upon f. So in this way you have to frame your formula. Okay, now suppose in this question we have to find d9. So now we'll frame the formula for d9. So d9 will be equals to what? L plus 9n upon 10 minus cf into h upon f. So now we'll see how to frame the formula for percentile. So for this sum here we have to find P20. So we'll write L plus 20n upon. So here what you will write? 4, 10 or 100? Yes, of course 100. P stand for what? Percentile. Minus CF into H upon F. Okay, so I hope you understood how to frame the formula. Suppose if you want to find P85, so now we'll see how to create the formula for P85. So here you will write L plus 85n upon 100 minus CF into H upon F. Okay, here also same. First, in the first column you will write class, in the second column you will write frequency, and in the third column you will write cumulative frequency less than. Okay, and see to it that the class, it has to be continuous. Okay, without making the class continuous, you cannot able to find your answer. As per the rule, whether you have to find quartiles, deciles or percentile, the class has to be continuous, and cumulative frequency column is compulsory. As clearly we can see the class is continuous. This is what the second column is, the frequency. And now we have to find the cumulative frequency, so you will write cumulative frequency less than. Okay, so we all know that how to find the cumulative frequency. First we'll write 1 as it is, then goes on adding 1 plus 14 is 15, 15 plus 35 is 50, 50 plus 85 is 135, 135 plus 19 is 225, and 225 plus 15 is 240. So if here we are getting 240, so of course when you will add the second column, that is frequency, here the answer will be same only, yes or no? This and this has to be same. So this is known as what? N. So here for the type number 3, we use capital N in place of small n. Okay, small n, it is for type number 1 and type number 2. Okay, so I hope you all understood till here. So now, as in the question, it says that we have to find D9 and P20. So of course we'll write the formula for D9 first. So D9 is equals to what? L plus 9n upon 10 minus Cf into H upon F. Okay, again here also same. Just remember the structure. F, here it will be N, bottom you will get N, and in the cross, in the preceding number of this frequency will be your cumulative frequency. Okay, so now how you will get the value of F, L, Cf? Okay, all this thing, it is depend on this part. So now we'll take, here we'll write n equals to 240, yes or no? So therefore 9 n upon 10 is equals to 9 into 240 upon 10. So 0 will get cancelled. So 9 20 fours are, it is 216. 9 fours are, it is 36, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 206, the observation, yes or no? So now we'll see this 216 where. This whole thing I had explained while we were dealing the sums with respect to quartiles. Okay, see this 216, refer the third column, check where does this 216 lies. So here clearly we can see that it will lies where? In this row. So this will be your frequency, this will be your L. So here in cross, this will be what? Cf. Okay, simply what you have to do, take this part, substitute the value of n, here you will get the value, take this value, check this 216 in cumulative frequency, where does it lies. So clearly we can see that it lies somewhere here in this class, yes or no, between 80 to 100. So this will be our frequency of deciles. Okay, this will be L as per the structure, yes or no? Cumulative frequency, it will be 135, and this is total frequency. So here we'll write D9 class lies between what? 80 to 100, yes or no? So therefore here we got the value of L as what? 80, F as 90, Cf as 135, and we require one more value which is H. H here is known as the width of the class. So here clearly we can see that the width of the class for this sum will be a difference of 20 to 20. Yes or no? Clearly we can see that it is a difference of 20 20. So you will write h equals to 20. So here we got all the values. Simply what you have to do, write the formula, substitute the value, you will get the answer. Yes or no? And here also we can verify, we can check our answer whether the answer, the final answer, it will be correct or incorrect. Okay, it is very simple. Just you have to check d9 class, where does it lies? It lies between 80 to 100. So the final answer of d9 should be between 80 to 100. If you are getting more than 100 and less than 90, straight away you have to think that your answer is incorrect, as the frequency for d9 it lies between 80 to 100. So your final answer for d9 it should lies between that two range only. If you are getting the answer less than 80, more than 100, straight away you have to think that your answer is incorrect. You had done somewhere calculation mistake. Okay, so now let's move on. So here just simply you have to replace the values. Okay, L is what? 80. Yes or no? N into, sorry, 9 into 240 upon 10 minus CF is what? 1 135 into H is what? 20 upon 90. Yes or no? So therefore D9 equals to 80. So here this part will be what? 216 minus 135 into, we can cancel this 0 and 0, 2 upon 9. So D9 equals to 80 plus, so when you will subtract this number, so this will be what? 6 minus 5, 1, 21 minus 13, you will get 8 into 2 by 9. Yes or no? So therefore d9 equals to, here also same I will say that keep the L part as it is, don't do anything with L. Okay, whatever you want to do, you solve this section only, cross multiplication, cancellation, divide. Okay, like we did in the quartiles. Okay, we'll keep the value of L as it is till last. Okay, don't cross multiply with L. Whatever you want to do, you do with this section only. Okay, cancellation, cross multiplication. So here clearly we can see that here we can cancel, as the relation is multiplication. So 9 ones are 9 nines are, so 9 twos are, it is 18. So here we got the final answer d9 as 98. Okay, understood? So here we can write the final answer as hence d9 is what? 98. See the unit it is given, the class as it is in inches, so here you will write 98 inches. Okay, and we can guess whether the answer is correct or not, at least a prediction that after seeing the backside answer only you will come to know, but still we can get confidence whether we had got a perfect answer or not. As I told before only, whatever the class is there for d9, it lies where? Between 80 to 100. So final answer of d9 it should lies between 80 to 100 only. So here we got 98, which lies exactly between 80 to 100. So here we can predict that our answer is perfect. The calculation which we had did here, it is right. Okay, so here we got the first answer for d9. Now we'll find the answer for p20. Okay, so now we'll apply the formula for p20. Okay, so p20, so this will be L plus 20 n upon 100 will come, because it is percentile. P stand for percentile, minus CF into H upon F. Okay, so here now we have to find the value of L, CF, H and F. Again same, we'll take this part, we'll write here 220 n upon 100. So 20 into what is the value of n? 240 upon 100. So 0 0. So here we got 48 observation. Okay, understood. So now we'll see this 48, where does it lies in the cumulative frequency as we did for the decile, yes or no? So here 48, it will lies here, yes or no? So this will be your what? Frequency, because here we have 115. So of course 48 will lies in the third row. So here this will be L, F, and in the cross you will get the value of CF. Okay, so here we got the value. Before that we'll write uh, P20 lies between 40 to 60. Okay, so of course our answer, it has to be between 40 to 60 only. Okay, so therefore now we'll write the value one by one. So here for P20 the value of L is what? 40, F is 35, CF is 15, yes or no, and the value of H will be same. Okay, now simply substitute the value. So we required P20, yes or no, we have to find P20. So L is what? 40 plus, for this section here we got the direct answer, that is 48, or else substitute the value and n as 240, still you will get the same answer, yes or no. Already we had got the answer for 20 and upon 100, that is 48, so we can write directly. Okay, and here CF is what? CF is what? 15 into H. Okay, H is what? 20, F is 35. So this 40 will be same. 48 minus 15, so here you will get 33 into 20 upon 35. Okay, we'll keep the value of L as it is till last. Okay, so whatever we have to do, we'll do with this section only: multiplication, cross multiply, cancellation, division. Okay, so here clearly we can see that we can cancel this 20 and 35 by 5. 5 fours are 5 sevens are, yes or no. So you're left with 33 into 4. Okay, that is 4 threes are 12, 12 and 13, 132 upon 7. Okay, so divide and see. So this will be 7 ones are 7. Okay, 6 7 eights are 56 again, then 8, and then 7 fives are 35, 40. Okay, so here you will get what? 18.857. Okay, 18.857. So up to second decimal we can write. So we can write this as 18.86, yes or no, as here we have 5 and 7. Okay, I hope you all might be knowing how to do this approximately. Okay, as we required only two values, and C2 is that the third number is more than 5. If it is more than 5, so we can increase this number if you have to take the value till second decimal. Okay, or else you can keep the answer as it is, 18.857. Okay, so here when you will add this number, so here you will get 58.86. As 58.86, it lies between 40 to 60. Yes, we can predict that our calculation which we had did till here, it is perfect. So here we can write what? Hence P20 is 58.86. Your unit is what? Inches. So here we'll write inches. So in this way you have to frame your sum. Okay, you have to frame your formula for percentile and deciles. Okay, so now we'll move on to one more sum, as the sum is little different, and the same sum actually it is there in the exercise, and this is also the sum from the exercise only. I guess this is the question number 7th of your exercise number 1.2. So now we'll take one more sum which is there in the exercise, but it is a little different, but the sum it is based on the type number 3 only. Okay, remember the sum will be based on the type number 3. Okay, so here for this sum we have to calculate D4 and P48 from the following data, and here we have the mid value and frequency. For this sum the change is what, in place of class here we have mid value, and mid value is not your class, it is a class mark. Okay, remember this mid value is actually it is a class mark, and I hope you all might be knowing the difference between class and class mark. Class mark means it is a mid value of the a given particular class. So as these values are the midpoint mid value, so of course the class it has to be in grouped, the data will be in the group, yes or no. So either it will be continuous or uncontinuous, so that we have to check first. Okay, so for this sum we have to find D4 and P48. Here we have the mid value. With the help of mid value, first we have to create our class. We have to check whether it is continuous or uncontinuous. If it is continuous, it is well and good. If it is uncontinuous, so we have to make it continuous. Okay, so here the column will be what, like this. Okay, so first mid value will come, then we have to convert this mid value to a proper class, then frequency, yes or no, then after that cumulative frequency less than will come. Okay, so for this sum we required 4 columns, yes or no. Got the point? As I told that this sum also we have to solve by using type number 3 method only. And from the word itself we come to know that mid value means what, it is a midpoint, it is a class mark of a proper class. What is that proper class, we don't know, so that only we have to find. Okay, so now here we'll write mid value 2.5, 7.5, 12.5, 17.5, and 22.5. Frequency here we have 7. Okay, so before frequency we'll write the class here, yes or no, class, then frequency will come, yes or no, and in the last column we'll write cumulative frequency less than. Okay, so now 2.5, can I say it lies between 0 to 5, and 7.5 it lies between 5 to 10. Sir, how you come to know that 2.5 exactly lies between 0 to 5? It is very simple, just simply add up and see. When you will add this two number you will get 5. Okay, to find the midpoint there is one formula. The formula is what, lower limit plus upper limit upon 2, so you will get what, class mark, the mid value. So your lower limit is what, 0, upper limit is 5, so divide by 2, so 5 upon 2 you will get what, 2.5, yes or no. So using this formula we used to get the class mark. Okay, so 2.5, can I say it lies between these two class 0 to 5, yes or no. 7.5 it will lies between 5 to 10, right? Then this will be what, between 10 to 15, this will be 15 to 20, and this will be what, 20 to 25. I hope you all understood how to convert the mid value into class. Mid value is what, actually it is a class mark, it is not a class, it is the mid value of the class. So we have to generate our class first, then frequency and the cumulative frequency less than. Then frequency is what, 7, 18, 25, 30, 20. So cumulative frequency will be what, first number will be same, 7, 7 plus 18, 25, 25 plus 25, 50, 50 plus 30, 80, 80 plus 20, it is 100. So of course the cumulative frequency will be, sorry, frequency, total frequency will be what, the same only, this number it has to be same. Okay, Add up and see, you will get 100. Okay, so now as we had created our table, we had converted the mid value into class, as we had converted this sum into type number 3. Okay, in the group data, as clearly we can see that the class it is in continuous. Okay, so we can apply our formula now. So now we have to create the formula for D4 and P48. So for D4, the formula will be L plus 4n upon 10 minus CF into H upon F, and for P48 it will be what, L plus, okay, 48n upon 100 minus CF into H upon F. Okay, now we have to find the value of L, CF, H and F. That you will get from where? 4n, yes or no? 4n. So 4 into 100 upon 10, so this will be what, 40th observation. Okay, now we have to check 40 lies where? It lies in this row, so this will be what, F, so this will be what, L, and the cross you will get what, CF. So for D4, the D4 class lies between 10 to 15. So from this we got the value of L as 10, F as 25, CF as again same 25, and H will be what? As clearly we can see that the difference between each class is what? 5. The width of the class is 5. So here we got all the values, L, yes or no, N, CF also we got, H and F also. Simply take the formula, substitute the value, okay, a basic adjustment, you will get the answer. And see to that, the final answer it should lies between what, 10 to 15 only. If you are getting answer less than 10, more than 15, sit with that, you have to straight away you have to think that our answer is wrong, because as per the rule, D4 class, its frequency it lies between 10 to 15. So of course it answer it has to be lies between 10 to 15 only, either 10, 15 or in between. Okay, so the rest remaining part I guess you can try by yourself. Okay, so try the remaining part by yourself, just simply substitute the value, you will get the answer. Okay, so now here we'll find the value for P48. So we'll take 48n upon 100 separately. So 48 into 100 upon 100, yes or no? So this will get cancelled, so you will left with 48th observation. So 48 also it will lies where, in the third row only, yes or no? Okay, now 48 and upon 100, 48th observation. So from this also we got that our 48th number it lies between, that means the P48 lies between the class 10 to 15. So the value of L will be what, 10, F will be what, 25, CF will be what, same 25, and H will be what, 5. Okay, and the remaining part I guess you can try by yourself. Now you all will think that, so here also we got L, F, CF, H as value same as which is there for the P48, and for P48 and D4 the value it is same. So the final answer for D4 and P48 will be same only, yes or no? You all will think that, as here will we have L, F, CF and H same, so of course the final answer will be same only. No, the sum actually is based on what, deciles. So here we have 10, percentile, so here we have 100. So of course whatever the answer it will be there, it will be somewhere near to it. Okay, like if you are getting here 12, so this will be 12 point something, 13, so this will be about 14 point something. But see to it that both the answer it should lies between 10 to 15, because D4 class also lies between 10 to 15, and your P48 also we saw just now, it lies in that same class 10 to 15. So the final answer, it should lies between 10 to 15 only. Okay, it doesn't mean that here the values are same, so the final answer will be same only. No, here the sum, it is based on deciles, it is based on percentile. Okay, so there will be a difference of 1 or 2 units. Okay, that's it. Rest, I guess you can try by yourself. So take this sum as homework. Okay, so I hope you all understood all the concept which we did for the sum. So for this sum, once again I will explain. Here we have the mid value. Mid value is not the class, actually it is not the proper class. We have to convert that mid value into class. Mid value is the midpoint of the class, so we have to guess this 2.5 lies between which two class. Okay, so here we got the idea that 2.5, it lies between 0 to 5, and we can check also whether 2.5 is lies between 0 to 5 or not by using this formula. So what is the formula? Lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. So 0 plus 5 upon 2, so here you will get 2.5. Yes, of course 2.5 is the midpoint for what? 0 to 5. Similarly, we can apply the formula for 5 10, so you will get 7.5. See, 5 plus 10 15, 15 divided by 2 you will get 7.5. 10 plus 15 25, 25 divided by 2 12.5. 15 plus 20 35 divided by 2 17.5. 20 plus 25 45, 45 divided by 2 22.5. So of course, so this is the mid value, so it will lies between this class. After converting this mid value into class, clearly we can see that the class actually it is continuous. So when it is continuous, so we can proceed our sum further. Find frequency. Frequency already it is given. Okay, we have to find cumulative frequency, and I hope you all might be knowing how to find cumulative frequency. First number will be same as it is, just simply goes on adding the number, and see to it that this number it has to be same. Okay, then after that, for this sum here we have to find d4. So try to frame the formula, whether it is g4 d7 d9, you must know to frame the formula. Okay, just remember, for quartiles we divide by 4, for deciles we divide it by 10, and for percentile we divide by 100. Okay, I hope you all understood both the sums. Yes or no? As we took one sum where already we have the value of class, proper class, frequency and cumulative frequency, and there we have to find the value of D9 and P20, and here the sum was little different, and the same sum actually it is there in the exercise, and this is your question number 6 from the exercise number 1.2, and this was the question number 7th. Okay, please try the remaining part by yourself. Take this sum as homework. Okay, so the remaining part, remaining sums, we left with hardly 2-3 sums from the exercise number 1.2 now. Okay, like the sum, I guess it is based on to find the missing frequency, as missing frequency sum we saw in quartiles. So here also we have the missing frequency, but with respect to deciles and percentile. For that sum, in that sum you have to find the missing frequency where deciles and percentile will be given. Okay, so that part, that section we'll see in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.